Hello, I'm Lisa Cherry, and I'm here to talk with you about conversations that make a difference. And I'm joined today by Alison and Angela from Moon and Back Foster Care to tell me why they decided to be involved in the book. So, hello.
Hi,
Hi.
nice to see you.
Great to see you.
So good to see you. So tell me, why did you decide that you wanted to be involved in the project that is Conversations That Make a Difference for Children and Young People?
It was a fabulous opportunity, I think, to be able to share how we feel very strongly about the significance of some of the changes that need to happen, particularly around young people living in care. And I think one of the key things for us has always been about, how important love is in a relationship with a young person, and that should be irrelevant, whether they're in care or not. And we advocate really strongly for, loving children in care as you would your own children, and strongly advocating for them. And it's been probably a difficult conversation to have for us as a new organisation, and there's been lots of challenges and we've had to push back with assumptions. So to be able to have a platform in this wonderful book to share some of that was a gift to us. Thank you, Lisa.
That came through very strongly, Alison, when we were talking in our conversation around the difficulty with bringing love into conversations about children and young people, which you'd think was not something that was really difficult. Tell us about that, Alison.
Absolutely. And I think we all assume that actually it's something that we all do. We love the children around, but actually working in the fostering sector and listening to the voices of children and young people who have grown up in the sector, it seems to be something that just doesn't get talked about, other than often around safe care practices. And having worked in lots of different forums in fostering and residential, the one thing that comes across lots is professionals saying, I'm not sure whether I can hug children, whether I should be doing this, where are the boundaries? And actually we miss what young people and children need is to feel loved. That's a basic need in everybody. And for us, it's so important to give that explicit consent to people, that actually that's important, because if you don't love the children around you, or children don't feel loved, it's emotional abuse.
And when we had the Care Experience conference back in 2019, I think I mentioned this in the book, there were many adults who talked about having never been hugged as children. And listening to that, when you're now working with the child and thinking about the adult that the child can become, do we want to stop having adults saying that they went through their whole care experience and they were never hugged?
It's so shocking to think just as a human what it would be like not to be hugged. You can't imagine what it must feel like. And I hope
sorry,
no, and I hope there's no child in our care who ever goes on to report that. That's, if that's one thing we can achieve as an organisation, is to say our children are hugged and told how special they are and feel love for however long they are with us, then our job's done.
That's a very beautiful place to hold at the centre of an organisation. Any final words, Angela?
I would say that as a young company, so we're now kind of on our 4th year, we can now evidence the impact of the difference in the way that we work. So we can highlight now that 69% of our young people who come and live with us and our foster carers are in long-term placements or about to be in considered long-term placement. So we know it works, and it's not rocket science. That's the thing. This is not rocket science. This is just challenging assumptions, and we can evidence it now, and it feels marvellous. I'm so proud of what we've achieved.
That's wonderful. To the Moon and Back Fostering, Angela Hunt, Alison Kindred-Byrne, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.